What's up, everybody? Welcome back to the basement. Penny, thank you for coming on the show.
No problem.
First of all, a big old thanks to our good buddy from Down Under, Damien Crocker, for sending us all of these really fucking awesome Australian comic books. We've got Sherlock Holmes. We've got the Wraith, this kind of shadow Batman-looking dude. Yeah. Another Sherlock Holmes. Out of the Box 1 and 2. We're going to check these out. Does that say Rombies or Zombies?
Rombies. Yeah, that is good.
This looks fucking cool, yeah.
As told by Scooby-Doo?
The Example and Zorro. Dude, thanks. We're going to check these out this week, and we'll get back to you.
We will.
Thanks. Dude, that was fucking totally unnecessary and awesome of you. But let's see, what else we got this week? Penny, what's this book we brought?
Oh, this book was written by actually a friend of ours from high school, Malin Khan. You can search for him on Facebook, just facebook.com. I think it's Malin Khan. I don't know. Just search Malin Khan, author, it'll show up. Or Emplant, you can search for that too. This book is really cool. It's like a glimpse into the... It seems like it could be the near future, where everyone's all hooked up to their technology, like we are now. And what Implant is...
You mean the cell phones and the microphones and the cameras, and this is all being broadcast on the internet?
We're totally hooked up to everything. And what Implant is a chip that goes in the back of your head, so it's like your iPhone in your head. And people are kind of almost telepathy, like speaking to each other. It's a really awesome book. I don't want to like give away
so it's a fiction
too much
story.
of it. It's a fictional story.
Awesome.
Yes. About some
crazy...
Yeah.
And you think about what could go wrong with this thing in your head. And you follow this main character. He doesn't have one. And he's kind of...
Is it a choice to get one, or is
you could buy it, or it's not like you're forced to it.
Oh, okay.
It's like an iPhone, you know.
Right.
Some people have them, but the people that don't have one feel kind of disconnected now to people. To like, they're all telling jokes in their heads and texting each other, and I'm like...
Not for nothing, I really hate when you're walking down the street and some motherfucker's just talking to themselves, and you don't notice the little ass microphone that they got hanging out of their ear.
They're the crazy.
And then like you can't distinguish them from the real crazy people who are talking to themselves. So, yeah, no, I honestly do feel a little disconnected when I see that. And having just got my iPhone, I understand the obsession and
And that's how this guy feels, Thomas. But he actually works for a company, like a Radio Shack type company that sells these things. So and he doesn't have one, so it's kind of even harder for him to make sales, and he's kind of being pressured.
Is it like he doesn't have one because he chooses not to, he can't afford it, or... He
chooses not to because he's paranoid, like everybody. He goes to a group where they all sit around, they don't have one, and they talk about conspiracies like we always sit around and talk about, and I don't want to talk about it too much.
My question is, where's the pictures?
There's no pictures. There's this picture.
Now, did he self-publish? Is this How does one acquire this book? Can we order it on Amazon, or?
I got this from createspace.com. If you find him on Facebook, you could most likely just find that link to it.
I'll put his.
He had a 50% off coupon. That's how I got this. I don't know if the 50% is still there.
Does that mean he rips the book in half, or is it?
You only get half the story no. But I enjoyed it a lot. I'm not even done with it yet, but I had to talk about how great it is.
Oh, that's fantastic! I had no idea he was even, in the process of doing this.
It's totally self-published. You just createspace.com. You can.
That's fantastic, Malin. Nice going. Cuz I might have to pick one of these up and check it out. And actually, just speaking as somebody who's used to reading, little floppy books, and these take me enough fucking time as it is. This is nice and short. It's small.
It's a quick read, but not like too quick.
It's quick for people who read at a normal 5th grade level. For me, it's probably going to take me a couple of weeks. I read slow. Don't fucking judge me. Don't give me that look.
Hey.
No, not you. Him. Oh. He's looking at me with those eyes that he does. Those disappointed eyes.
Hop on top.
That's better. Now I feel better. All right, on to some comic books. Obviously, I think the biggest thing out this week was Spider-Man.
I thought it was a good Spider-Man.
Yeah, this is the crossover between the Ultimate
Universe and the regular universe.
Okay.
Yeah.
Back, when the Ultimate Universe was first, introduced and created, Joe Quesada was on record as saying they would never have a crossover. And,
of course.
the market dictates differently, and, he waited fairly long enough. All right.
15 years about
in the interview with,
It's been a while, right?
Just about, Ultimate Universe came out in 2000, I think.
Well, definitely a while.
Yeah. It's been a while.
Oh, okay.
So, 12 years is long enough, I think, for you to change your mind and,
go back on your word.
You could definitely make some money off of this. So, I'm sure Marvel's making a fucking killing.
People probably demanded that already.
You know what, though? All the quirky business aspects aside, it was a good start.
It was.
I thoroughly enjoyed it.
Not too wordy either.
Right.
No.
And you know, you were already introduced,
which is
surprising.
Surprising.
Vastly so.
You're already introduced to the whole, like, oh, this is one of Mysterio's tricks. This isn't. And first of all, I was really surprised that it was Ultimate Mysterio and not the Mysterio.
The Ultimate Mysterio
is badass.
He knows Peter Parker's dead in Ultimate Universe.
So now
his universe, and so he's trying to kill Peter Parker in the other one.
Which
is cool.
Which is like a really just a psychotic motivation to do something. I'm going to travel to this other universe and fucking kill you there because I want to.
I could do it, yeah.
And like, you know, right at the end is a cool splash page of him. You know, first of all, he's trying to figure out. I liked where I'm sorry. After before the splash page, he saves this guy from two muggers, and he's in the Spider-Man costume, and the guy looks at him and is like, "Dude, that's really in bad taste." He's like, "That was Peter Parker's costume," and Spidey shits a brick. Like, what did you say?
A webbed brick.
Yeah.
So it kind of just hangs there. It's webbed.
Gross. And then there's the cool splash page where he was like, "No way," and Miles Morales is like, "No way," and you know.
So he's gonna beat up 11-year-old. That's
pretty much.
That's basically
I hope they don't fight.
It's pretty much what I do every weekend. Nobody yells at me.
I'm usually not here though.
Thoroughly
so far,
enjoyed it.
yeah. So far, so
go pick it up.
I don't know if 5 issues.
Yeah, well,
but you know, I think 3 would work.
It's better than 12 of Avengers.
No, it is. Yeah. The artwork's good too.
You know, let's mention that real quick. Pretty much, obviously, everybody that voted in the Pete's Basement poll on the Facebook page, you guys were right. Colossus, Juggernaut.
Well, he's Juggernaut now.
Colossonaut, Juggerlossus. What?
Juggerlos.
He won. He beat the shit out of the Thing.
Juggerass.
The Thing's always been overrated.
Yeah. I would like to know who added the Incredible Hulk and like Frig the Frag or something like that.
What the hell?
He's not over. Who said the Thing is overrated?
I did.
By who?
Me.
Now, how could you overrate him and say he's overrated?
He's full of shit.
He's rating him a lot purely so he could be
because
overrated.
he's in the Fantastic Four.
But he's not overrated. He's underrated.
He always pulls off
is...
these miracle wins.
Who?
The Thing.
No, he's underrated.
Fuck that.
I don't. But his power level shouldn't be on the
No, it shouldn't be Juggernaut's level. I agree. No. But you know,
anytime he's fought the Hulk, he's always lost. He gave him a little bit of a run for his money, but
because he's smarter.
No, but you always see him picking up tons of shit.
Now, let's be real. Doom wipes his ass with the Thing.
Doom, yeah.
Well, he's Doom.
Doom's like an evil Batman, bro.
The only guy that thinks useful against his old man's monsters. Other than that, he's useless.
Poor Thing.
Tell us how you really feel.
I was glad when Wolverine scratched his face, he had to have a helmet on like a dick.
I remember that.
He's a jerk.
So who's next for fighting next week?
Daredevil, Psylocke.
Daredevil and Psylocke.
Daredevil's a
That's gonna be
Avenger. Why is he an Avenger?
If it was just a fight, it'd be cool, but she's too powerful.
Why is he an Avenger? It annoys me.
Everybody's an Avenger.
It's annoying.
Man.
Why? Why does he annoy you? Everybody else is a fucking Avenger.
But he shouldn't be an Avenger.
Should I tell him I got my invitation in the mail?
He should be on a team.
Why not?
Daredevil's not really a team player. I had enough of a hard time accepting Spidey as an Avenger.
He's not, but he needs a good publicity.
Spidey, I got Spidey.
That's why he is pretty much joining the
Spidey
team.
teams up with a lot of people.
Daredevil does. There's a difference between team up and a...
But I mean, Spidey's kind of more of a people person. He could get away with it.
Yeah.
Daredevil's not a people person.
He's emo. He's just his home
he's
all the
completely
time.
Yeah, it's
emo
Daredevil. Life.
I don't know. But
it sounds like a good fight.
Thor versus Hope.
Punisher is in the Avengers too?
Punisher is not in the Avengers.
No.
You should wait and see.
Punisher's gonna be like that, like fucking OJ in the Adam Sandler Hanukkah song. Like Punisher, still not an Avenger. Like OJ's still
what
not
happened
a
in
Jew.
Civil War? Remember he kills people from the Captain America?
Yeah.
And he let Captain America beat on him?
Yeah.
Which was creepy. But
I like getting punched in the face. What?
by chicks.
Yeah.
Just leave it at that.
Each their own.
So Thor's fighting Hope.
Yes.
That's stupid.
Yeah, it
He's
is.
just gonna beat the shit out of a little girl.
Why not?
Well, he's going to
But
beat the
she's
shit
not
out of
little.
a
How old
boy.
is she? I don't know
She's
much
like
about her.
16, 17.
She's like 17.
But isn't she getting the power of the Phoenix or something? Isn't she the Phoenix?
Yeah, she's gonna.
looks
She's
Phoenixy.
gonna be powerful.
She is so far unconscious, as last we saw in Avengers vs. X-Men. And the Phoenix Force inhabited Cyclops, Namor, White Queen,
Colossus.
and Colossus now. So he's now the
Phoenix?
Colossus, the Juggernaut,
And Magic.
and the Phoenix.
And Magic.
And Magic.
Cyclops too. Right?
Yeah, Colossus is ridiculous.
When did she come back, Magic? I'm totally lost on X-Men because I haven't read X-Men
She
since
came
like the
back
90s.
at least a year ago.
Wasn't she dead?
Yeah, she was in
Totally
hell.
dead.
She was ruler of hell for a while, and now she's back.
She died of the legacy fire. She went to hell after she died? How did that work?
Didn't he go down there as a juggernaut and get her or something like that? Isn't that how she came back? Or I'm confusing things.
No.
When he became Juggernaut, she was
Juggernaut
with him,
was
though.
doing that whole...
She was going to be the Juggernaut.
Oh, that's okay.
And he stepped in instead. That was during Fearless.
Right, yeah, okay.
What the fuck was it? Fear Itself.
I know what you meant.
That's...
We really don't have a poll for that. I don't know.
No
Poll
poll.
for what?
I mean, obviously Hope has to win because
She's still
it's
in the story.
It's her book.
It's her story, right?
Yeah. I don't know.
It's going to be a sad day for him.
Yes, it is. Thor loses too much lately
He's
for
going
me.
to lose but to a girl.
All right, I got one.
Watch out.
What?
Go ahead.
Who would win in a fight, Superman or the Juggernaut? Kane Marco Juggernaut, not Colossus.
See, Superman...
It'll be on the Pete's Basement poll by the time you're watching this. Go vote. Do it now. Pause.
Should we say who we think would win?
Absolutely.
Superman.
Really?
Superman would just put him into space.
Juggernaut's
everything.
unmovable when he's moving.
Juggernaut's magic.
Yeah, so just
Juggernaut.
blast him from a distance. Just
That's what I
raise-
was thinking to incinerate him from like 100 feet away.
Nothing can stop the Juggernaut.
But see, same thing with Batman.
from moving. When it comes to moving,
But isn't he faster? Isn't Superman faster than Juggernaut? Can't he
Yeah.
just fly and like pick him up and
I
throw
would
him into
assume he's
space?
faster. But
just go underneath him, pick up the
That's why I
earth
think-
around him, and just
That too.
carry him.
Superman's a bitch.
Superman could incinerate Batman from 100 feet away too and kill him.
Juggernaut. Sorry.
Juggernaut, really?
Yeah. Juggernaut.
I don't know.
See, Superman is one of those characters that's a little too powerful. That's why, no matter Superman or
is.
whoever it is, it's
Yeah.
always most likely.
It's a dark side.
Is that crystal magic? Because doesn't Superman have like something to magic?
Yeah, he does, but
He's susceptible.
that magic's always
Alright,
shown
so-
itself in strength.
You want to make two polls then?
It's up to you.
You want to go crazy?
Let's go crazy.
Let's go wild!
Okay.
All right. Two polls. One, Superman versus the Juggernaut. And two, just in case, like, Superman is a little too fucking powerful, let's throw in Galactus. Superman versus Galactus. Like what? Like fucking what?
You serious?
Yeah, fucking for real.
Galactus.
Galactus.
All right, then.
Then why we even have?
Then why are we having a poll then?
I don't know. I'm just asking you, because, I mean, if fucking Superman beats everybody.
No,
fuck.
well,
He
I
beats
mean,
everybody terrestrial wise.
it's a cosmic thing.
When it comes to cosmic
What about
beings,
Thanos?
Thanos against who?
It's Superman. Oh, now we've got one.
don't know.
All right, so let's make it Thanos.
That's a good one.
Superman versus Thanos. With or without the...
Thanos
Thanos
is
without the
gauntlet?
Infinity Gauntlet.
No,
Thanos is like a evil
with
cosmic
Infinity Gauntlet,
Batman.
It's obviously Thanos. So, just plain old Thanos versus Superman. Who would win?
See,
Vote.
he'll forever be associated with the Infinity Gauntlet, though.
Yeah, I know. So you have to kind of put a little addendum to that.
He even has it now, doesn't he? In another oh no, Doom has it,
Doom has it, which is a little strange.
but he has it from a different dimension, right?
Yeah.
So he can't use it in this dimension.
All right, so we also have the conclusion
yeah.
to what?
There's a loophole to that. Like one of the reads, you open up like a portal to that dimension.
Of course he did.
Stuck a hand in there and was able to use the Infinity Gauntlet.
That's insane.
A portion of you is in the
So
universe.
let me get this straight. Reed Richards
one of the
opened
Reeds-
up a glory hole
One,
in the universe,
one of the reads opened up a glory.
and was just kind of,
Reaching in.
pulling the other thing.
Yeah. Let's keep our next book.
Yeah. The end of Ends of the Earth.
That's all you.
And it did end.
It did end.
Yeah.
Not quite what I expected, actually. I'm glad they didn't outright kill Dr. Octopus. And
He tried to off himself
He did.
at the very, very end. Yeah.
And basically, like, they leave it open enough where, like, Spidey throws Doc Ock on the mobile, I almost said Verizon, the Horizon Labs, like, mobile command center or whatever. So don't be surprised if, like, one of those motherfuckers just figures out a cure for him because they're all super geniuses.
They will.
But and I hope so, because like it was a different kind of ending. Like, it wasn't the typical the supervillain dies in some large explosion, master stroke gone awry.
Kind of
thing.
anticlimactic, but it was good though.
Yeah. And there was a death or two, as far as we're
You
told.
led to believe, yeah. Rhino and Silver Sable, and she just came back, so they're gonna get rid of her.
She not that.
Basically,
Sometimes
the
they do that.
water.
Bring somebody back to kill them.
No, but they're not gonna kill. They're not. It was very.
Yeah, they just have, like,
don't
Doc
show
Ock's
it.
undersea base is flooding, and
course.
the Rhino told Doc Ock that you're not getting past me, I'm not going to move. So he somehow, like, Silver Sable sacrificed, instead of fighting Spider-Man, he just says, I'm not going to move. So they kind of walk around him, and so he grabs Sable and holds her head down, and he told Spidey, I'm not going to move, I'm not letting her go, the water's gonna kill us both. We're both gonna drown. And it's what, like, your fault? That was like the whole thing. Like,
yeah, Spidey's trying to, like, you know, he's too powerful.
and she's like, you know, just go, because even if I die, billions of people are gonna die if Doc Ock succeeds. So you have to stop him. Don't worry about us. And the last thing we see is, like, you know, they draw some bubbles and they're both underwater.
Like, I don't believe that shit. She opened up her coochie or some shit and magic.
She jumped on the cat's back.
The water filled in there and saved them.
You didn't read it
All in all, it was a good story. It's a good story, man. And I'm looking forward to, you know, like the epilogue and everything, because there's still like a little bit left to go.
Do we know what the next... Is there going to be next thing after this, or just some stories?
As far as Spidey goes,
yeah.
well, there's an epilogue in the next issue of Avenging Spider-Man, and now the next thing is against the Lizard. Obviously, they have to do a Lizard story, and it's also crossing over with what?
Bonkazons.
No idea. Kids have stupid toys these days. That's why they're fucking brain dead morons.
Because you could stick these cute little Marvel characters on anything and make a toy.
That's not a fucking toy. That's not an action figure. I want a fucking posable action figure, man.
It's like a game. Though.
I think they battle, like they hit each other, and whoever's
like
falls
Beyblades
down
and
first
shit,
is the loser.
Yeah, I don't know.
I think we
Pogs
looked
are fucking stupid. Yeah.
I had so many of them.
So yeah, the next story is the Lizard, and it's somehow revolving around Morbius, who's he's also in Verizon. I did it again. He's in Horizon Labs. He's like the other guy who, you know, the sixth member of the team.
Yeah.
He's looking for a cure for himself. And remember, the Lizard is like completely, you know, lizarded out. He's not Kurt Connors at all anymore. He just is the Lizard.
In the comics.
Yeah.
Okay.
Like he's like totally given into the reptile brain and shit. Like. Also, Marvel, Fantastic Four.
No.
You don't look thrilled.
It wasn't a Fantastic Four story. It was
What was it?
Wakanda. What's the name?
I stopped reading it after the whole, you know, Galactus thing was
It was
done.
Black Panther story.
It's been good up to this point.
Black Panther needs help for something. Some ancient Egyptian.
Because he's the only one that can keep up to the Black Panther. Because out of nowhere, the Black Panther's smarter than
Thing's not in it. I guess
richer.
fighting with the Avengers.
I mean, they overcome. I mean, all right, let's be real. Black Panther's one of these token black men of the Marvel Universe. There's not a lot of them.
He ain't no Luke Cage, but he's alright.
Yeah. But don't you think you're trying too much when you make him that smart, that handsome, that rich, that fucking powerful? It's too much for one guy. That's.
Oh man.
But yeah, I mean, I didn't like it. It wasn't a Fantastic Four story. They were in the story, but there wasn't like. Yeah.
It happens sometimes.
A lot of times, Fantastic Four tend to be like the side characters in their own title. Usually, like they're sticking their nose in all looking for shit.
Mm-hmm.
You know?
And actually, Reed can stick his nose in from
as
like
far
way
as
far
he
away.
wants.
Yeah.
But that's cool. They're like the A-team going around helping everybody. Oh, they're fantastic.
But they weren't together. The thing, I guess, is fighting with the Avengers. That's why he wasn't there. I don't know where Johnny was either.
Wait, they're actually trying to throw regular continuity into the story, like because the thing's not that.
I don't know if that's the reason.
It makes no sense because Storm is really unhappy with her husband.
I don't picture her ever getting married. Like, I feel like her being this
That's
free
another shit I
goddess.
disagree with. I would rather see her fuck Wolverine and get with fucking.
They have in the Aussie days, like those old. Like, I have an issue.
Fantastic Four without the four.
Too much. It's like Tony Stark with fucking having the Voltron to fight the Phoenix. It's too much. Stop.
Well,
You think like regular Voltron could beat Galactus? You think
No.
Voltron could beat Superman?
No.
Ah.
third pole. Voltron versus Superman.
That was good.
It was. It's about time I got a normal Punisher Max story
Who's
again.
writing it? Somebody said.
He's like this guy is apparently like a crime fiction writer. I want to get his first name right. Jason Starr. When I first heard about it, they mentioned that he was, you know, an established writer or whatever. But great story. This guy is a degenerate gambler and he owes some dude money. So he owes him like $10,000 and he obviously doesn't have it. And they tell him, well, you gotta go kill this guy for us, and then we'll wipe your debt clean. Mm-hmm. And like he finally he comes to the conclusion, like, well, fuck, if it's either me or him, it obviously can't be me. So he goes and kills a dude, and then some old man witnesses it.
In the car, yeah.
And then he's got to go back and kills the old man and his wife, and then the Punisher steps in. And it was just a great story. Like the guy's like, no man, I didn't mean to kill him, and just go read it, man. It's so long since I had like a regular continuity Punisher story, not that last
good art.
Fucking Punisher shit. I'm sorry, everybody liked that shit except me. I did not. The only thing I liked about that story was the last issue, was when they gave like the Frank Castle tribute issue kind of thing. It's the only thing I liked. This was good. Good art, good story, and I hope they keep them coming. Untold Tales of Punisher Max. I don't give a fuck. Just give me Punisher Max. Give me Wolverine Max, for God's sake. We've had Max everything.
Wolverine Max is overdue.
We had a Thor Max series. Did you ever read that shit?
You did?
Vikings, bro.
Wow, you know.
Oh, no, yeah.
You should read that, man. That artwork was awesome. It was written by Garth Ennis.
No, what are you talking about? It wasn't called Thor Max, though.
Well, no, it was Thor Vikings, but it was a Max line.
Yeah, I know.
And it was mostly Max line because it was bloody as fuck.
Yeah, it was, like Thors from different timelines or men.
No.
No?
No. It was, these Vikings decided they're gonna, kind of wake up from being dead for 1,000 years and kill people. In Manhattan.
Okay, I'll look into that.
Yeah, I would definitely pick that up. You'll enjoy it.
It was like a whole Ragnarok type.
No, I don't remember what woke them up. Something did. Like, they just woke up, and for some reason they were ridiculously super strong. And at first, like, they couldn't understand, because they worshipped Thor. And then they're like, well, why are you turning against us? Well, now we're just going to fucking kill you. And, like, one of them broke his arm.
I think I did read that.
It's a good story.
There was a big battle in the city.
Yeah. And they were, like, just burning people, sticking motherfuckers' heads on pikes and shit.
Yeah.
It's cool. Let's move on to, I guess, like, the other major thing that happened this week. Batman's got a brother.
Hey.
You guys were telling me about this.
No,
She's not an actual brother? Brother. Wayne brother?
A Wayne brother. A Wayne brother.
The Wayne brothers, how nice.
He looks a lot like...
Wayne brother.
He's about the same age, give or take.
Yeah. Thomas Wayne Jr.
Did they explain anything?
They said that the child was born, I guess premature, that's kind of what I got out of it. And the Wayne brought him to a hospital, which was a good hospital at the time.
But they died?
They were helping fund. They died, the funding I guess, for the hospital ran out, and then a lot of the kids there were being treated unfairly and abused and everything.
How are you a fucking multi-millionaire, have a kid in a hospital somewhere and nobody knows about this?
It's stupid.
The fucking entire, like, the DCU, the NU, whatever the fuck, is just becoming more and more of a clusterfuck as it goes on.
I don't think it's that bad. I think it's just someone that aspects of the story.
What I'm hoping is...
Him having a brother is just something we freak out because it's like sacrilegious.
But it's stupid. It doesn't make logical sense that you can introduce this character now, 70 years down the road. Even...
No.
I don't give a fuck.
DCNU. You have to accept DCNU.
But the fact of the matter is that some aspects of like the Batman universe, Green Lantern, which we'll get to in a little bit, they have stayed intact.
Some parts of it, yes.
So even if, let's say, the DC superheroes are like 5 years into their career or whatever the fuck, wouldn't we have met the other Wayne brother by now?
No,
like it just doesn't make fucking sense.
He was involved with this whole owl shit.
And he's a Talon. That's the other fucking dumb shit. I thought it was all the Graysons. Like, how the fuck did they get a Wayne?
Well, it wasn't all the Graysons.
No, he wasn't always a Talon. He just recently became a Talon, and he's not a Talon.
Well, I'm hoping that the guy's insane and thinks he's his brother. That's what
I'm hoping he is his brother, and they prove it right away. If they're gonna do this, do it right. He's his brother.
I don't think it's the right
no
way
question.
to do this. I don't.
I think it bothers me that the second born is Thomas Wayne Jr. Usually
That
the
bothers me
first born
too.
is the Thomas. You always name the first son because what if the second one dies and you don't have like the junior?
Be positive.
And this second one almost did die.
Unless they knew that their time was coming to an end, and that's why they quickly named him.
If anybody's going to be thinking about dead babies, it's probably Penny.
I guess so. My morbid.
That's horror shit.
Creepy, yeah.
And there's nothing really creepier than dead babies.
Okay.
Sure.
Truthfully.
That's true.
Little zombie babies. When they had the balls to do that shit in the last what the fuck that other zombie movie when the kid just walks in and is like whoops. Little off-screen humor there.
Yeah.
Side joke. But yeah, zombie babies are creepy, and I don't think there's a right way to do this. Guys, weigh in. Weigh in. Hit us up, and weigh in about our whining about the Wayne brother, something like that. I think I just had I think Steve's brain died from that. Hit us up, questions@peachbasement.com, facebook.com/peachbasement. Start a thread. What the fuck do you think about Bruce Wayne having a brother? What? Follow us on Twitter for up-to-the-minute reviews And there was something. Oh, a matter of fact, I don't know how many of you guys subscribe to the Haul regularly, but that's HAUL. Go on peachbasement.com, and up there in the corner you'll find the Haul. Just click it, throw in your email address, and then you know, register and get an email with exactly what the fellas and myself are picking up each week. So you kind of get an idea of what, you know, what's going to be reviewed. And we always like to hear from you guys. Send us letters. Tell us how awesome we are. Tell us you hate us.
Recommendations of books.
Love recommendations, because we don't get to see everything.
We don't. It's true.
And we actually have a couple of you know, fan created books that we still have to get to. Don't worry, guys. Mason Gaines, we have not forgotten about you either. We will get to reviewing your books as well, and everybody else that has sent us stuff. So, moving on, Green Lantern 10. Cool. Conclusion of the Indigo Tribe story. We find out last issue that the Indigos are all hardened criminals.
Really bad criminals.
Yeah. That have been kind of brainwashed into being good guys and being compassionate and like feeling the horror that they've inflicted on others. And then they go offline when the little Tromo guy destroys the lantern. Because he's like, oh, fuck this, Abin Sur's dead, the world is going to die, so fuck it, let's not even try. And these Indigo Lanterns go offline, and now they're back to being psychos. Except for the one girl who, she was the one who spoke to Abin Sur, and she killed like his daughter or something like that, and she still feels really bad about that.
So she still has a spark of it.
Of the compassion, and he's able to put the lantern back together. And
except for one. And they all become under control again, except for
William Hand, who is like, what the fuck did these people do to me? He throws his ring away, and then the ring starts chasing him, and then he's like, no, and he jumps off the cliff and smashes his face on the rocks.
Yeah.
Awesome. And then the black ring comes out. William Hand of Earth, rise.
That's awesome.
That is. It's been a while. It's been what, almost 2 years now. I think.
Yeah.
We could definitely get a Black Lanterns coming back for a little bit. I don't even think we probably won't see Necron. We won't see Blackest Night.
But small.
Yeah,
small.
Just, give us a nice couple of issues with some Black Lanterns. I'm cool with that.
Who's dead? In the DCNU, who the fuck is dead to bring back?
Oh, well, this is just going to be fun, isn't it?
Yeah.
This is what I'm talking. They had no sense of continuity. This has to be turned back the way it was.
It's not going to happen.
It's not going to happen anytime soon.
They're committing to this.
How many issues are out already?
10 of each so far.
I'm lost already.
Before Watchmen, Silk Spectre came out this week.
Loved it.
Really?
Darwin Cook, again, he wrote before Watchmen Minutemen and drew that. He wrote this one with Amanda Conner, who is awesome. She did The Pro. That's my favorite Amanda Conner book ever. It's awesome. Prostitute superhero.
That was a great story.
And Golden Shower on the second floor.
Like Wonder Woman and
yeah, she did.
Black Canary. What's the name of the group?
Birds of Prey?
Birds of Prey.
I think she did.
Oh.
And it's the story of the last Spectre, not the mother. The mother's involved in it and shit like that. And you find out how she was raised and all that shit, and it's really fucked up. And she was trained by her mother to replace her, and she's really bitter towards her mother. And it's a lot of
It's kind of like the mother wanting to, relive her youth through her daughter, kind of like one of those women that puts their baby into modeling things and stuff like that.
Also, in her case, the mother was kind of a hoochie, so people know that this is a daughter of a hoe, and back in those days, it was frowned upon, and she was teased because of that, called trash and all this other shit.
But so far, so good with these, the Before Watchmen stories. Surprisingly enough, it is just glorified fan fiction, but it's pretty decent. Yeah. Did they say how many issues these are going to run for?
Yeah, some of them will be 3, some of them 4.
That's actually not that bad.
No, it isn't. But the one thing is, if you're not collecting them all, you're going to be lost with a backstory. The pirate backstory.
Yeah, the Corsair kind of thing.
Yeah. That runs through all of them.
Right.
One thing you guys should definitely be picking up, issue 2 of A Night of 1,000 Wolves came out this week.
Oh, that's sexy.
Yeah, the artwork is beautiful. The story is great. It's been so long since we had it. It's not even like a werewolf story. It's just a fucking wolf god kind of story. Just awesome story. We'll review it more in depth when issue 3 comes out. It's only 3 issues long, so spring to $9. Get on this shit. Seriously.
When you were telling me about it The anime Princess Mononoke was popping into my head.
I remember
You guys
that,
ever
yeah.
seen it?
Yeah, I remember that one.
One thing is,
It was Hayao Miyazaki. It was one of his books.
I
Ah.
have no idea.
well, the problem is you're gonna find out that the wolf god
No, wait, was that
brother
Yeah,
comes
wait.
back,
Stop.
and
Stop.
the wolf god's mother had the wolf god's brother without knowing. The wolf god's brother's gonna come back.
What are you
They
referencing?
named him Thomas Wayne Jr.
Oh.
He's bitter about that.
Well, he should be.
Between Thomas Wayne Jr. and Daredevil's Avenger, he's upset.
Nobody likes the thing.
Thomas Wayne Jr. is going to be an Avenger.
He's gonna leave DC. Call him an Avenger.
Finally, Atlas Unified #2. I don't even remember when 1 came out, unfortunately.
Neither do I.
And I said it before, and like when the idea for Atlas Unified came out, they came out with 0 back at the New York Comic Con. They were giving out like 3 issues of 0.
That long ago?
And then 1 came out sometime around like November or December, I think. And now we're 6 months in, and here's issue 2. I knew a company-wide crossover was a bad idea.
This early on in the company.
Yeah. I mean, you had Grim Ghost, which just finished its a 6-issue story arc. You had Wulf, which was just getting started. It was up to like issue 4, and they introduced that dude Ironjaw, who was another like original Atlas character. You leave it alone. Between Reed Richards and Glory Holes and Ironjaw, you are batting 1,000.
Oh, because that was my idea, Reed Richards and Glory Holes.
Completely. You're the pervert.
Yes, I am.
Yeah. And Phoenix from the Ashes, which was like, I was enjoying them
Your
all,
favorite, yeah.
but Phoenix was definitely like my favorite one. And yeah, I was a little like the artwork could have been better on Grim Ghost and like a little grittier, I think, for the material. Wolf was pretty cool. I really did like the artwork on Phoenix. The artwork in this,
It's crap?
yeah,
Subpar?
I you know, subpar is probably a nice way to put it.
It's not terrible.
It's not great. Not for an event. An event usually have...
It
Look at
shouldn't.
this guy's face.
I like Atlas, and I like
He's
the
just
characters.
ugly.
I would
Look
like
at
to
her
see.
face.
That's pretty bad,
Look
actually.
at that.
It looks like the sketches,
He
and
can
they
play
just kind
handball
of
off his forehead.
Some people got big foreheads, man.
yeah.
Look, it's like he's drinking coffee off a stump.
Oh yeah, he's no hand.
Perspective.
No,
Bad
fuck that.
perspective.
Look, there's a lot of companies out there really trying. Image is having #1s every fucking week. Valiance is brand new and really trying. IDW
settle down on the Valiant
IDW
thing.
and Dynamite are really making a name for themselves.
I like Dynamite.
I like IDW and
And
I
on
like
top of that,
Dynamite a lot.
Marvel and DC are kind of knowing us, so the big 2 is
It smells weird.
this room
Smells.
for
Oh,
competition, and
does
they're gonna.
smell.
I'm not smelling.
Take a,
that
have a
shit.
smell.
no, it
Take
smells
that
like
shit out of
feet
my
and
face.
tears.
Scratch the sketch. Scratch the sniff.
Smell this.
Scratch like the, why'd you have to scratch this guy screaming? You have to like
Smell
smell
this?
his breath now.
Uh-uh.
It does smell weird. It
Goodbye.
smells
Your
like,
loss. You know, I really hope Atlas steps back up, and I'd like them to get their scheduling back on track. I'd like to see some more of Phoenix from the Ashes. I'd like to see a
Grim.
new Grim Ghost
Look
storyline.
at that sword.
it's Thor.
That's
that
what
Thor?
she said.
That was a good one.
No, these are like classic, like early to late 70s characters from the company was called Atlas. What about like, I don't know, man. They did. I hope they get their scheduling back on track. I'd like to see some more of the regular stories. This company-wide crossover thing is probably not the best.
If you
idea.
contact Atlas and say this stinks, Atlas did what?
He'll probably put the
Literally
earth down
stinks, dude.
and maybe start drawing.
Well, he'll shrug.
You like that, right? A little fucking culture for you.
Watch
I like
out.
that shit.
Atlas shrugged.
What the hell ever happened to Radical Comics?
They went bye-bye.
No, we
They
don't
can't
know.
have gone bye-bye. I was reading Damaged. It was 5 out of 6 issues in. Somebody's got to finish this fucking story for me.
It's probably finished, but not like printed. I bet you it's finished.
Somebody's got to get at it. I need to finish the fucking story.
I want more Hercules.
Hercules was awesome.
So
Enchanted.
what happened to Radical? Enchanted was the best thing.
Enchanted was the fucking, that was the like fairy tale characters of the
All
hardcover
fucked
book.
up and everything.
Yeah.
Good.
Didn't they have something else out coming out? We saw in the preview with Dragon and shit.
Is the
Perhaps.
website still on or whatever?
I don't know. We have to look it up.
Something with like just written word and then like a gorgeous spread of a dragon. We got like a preview shit and the
No, that was what's his
convention.
name? No, that was. Oh, you think? No, I'm thinking of something else.
I don't remember. Guys, do you guys know anything about Radical? Probably by the time you see this, we're gonna look it up ourselves. But
So why are we asking?
I don't know. Make some conversation. I'd like to talk to you guys. That's what you're here for. That's what we're here for. So we can geek out with other people besides us.
tried to get one out.
It's alright, aim it at him though.
There's still a website.
Well, guys, we'll see you next week. Don't forget to vote on our polls. What? I didn't say dance on our polls.
Whoa. He's not talking about Polish people. He's talking about the actual...
Yeah. We'll see you guys next week.
Yeah. What's random paper doing here?
Your random paper. Ready?
Clever.
Right. We have nothing to drink.
Yeah, I was just thinking the same thing. Over there with their waters, we got nothing.
Matt?
Yeah?
Would you mind being the waiter for just a hot second? Because we're all kind of jacked in. Not off, but in. Gets me every time. But the funniest fucking thing I'll never forget, I was maybe 18, 19 or so, and I'm on a train with you back, and Chris is very good for little Steve-isms like that as well. And we brought some snacks for the train ride and shit, because it's like a fucking hour-and-a-half train ride. And I'm having a little powdered donut, and I go to eat the donut. It just says so. And as soon as I bite it, he's like, ouch! And I spit white powder all over the place, because I just could not fathom the donut crying out in pain.
I can hear him doing that.
And afterward, like, I finished laughing finally, and I was going to eat the rest of the donut. And I go to eat it, and he's like, help! And that was it. I couldn't even fucking eat no more.
No pole dancing.
No.
Alright.
Especially for you. You know who you are.
Get off that pole!
Look at that big sexy leg. Now me and Papa's filmed. It's over. You just leave me to be busy for a week. It's on the leg.
The big sexy leg.
Should we tell him that was the plan?
So Batman. Batman was good. I liked it. Except the brother thing. Go ahead.
I don't even know what to do. You want to go crazy?
Let's go crazy.
Let's go wild!
Okay.
All right.